A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and welcome to today's class. I hope you're all doing well. As always, we're going to start off with the dua. So can I please ask the co-host to choose a student to read for us today? Assalamu alaikum, co-host, are you there?
Assalamu
Wa alaikum salam. Are you able to unmute?
alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Are you able to unmute students?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Are you able to unmute students?
Yeah, it's N44.
Jazakumullah. Assalamu alaikum, N44.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Can you hear me fine?
Yes.
Perfect. And can you see the screen okay?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Do you think you'll be okay to read this on your own?
Yes.
Okay, read your A'udhu Billah and then read this dua for me, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما.
Excellent. Well done. And the translation, please?
Oh my Lord, increase me in my knowledge.
In knowledge. Well done. Excellent. And the reference over here?
Taha 115.
Excellent. That means Surah Taha in the Holy Quran, and verse 115 is where you will find this dua. Okay? Okay, Jazakumullah and 44. In today's class, we're going to be learning about rules of waqf or rules of pausing. So there's various cases or various kinds of pauses that you can find in the Holy Quran. And today we're going to be learning about how to deal with that and how to make the correct pause in the Holy Quran. So there's different cases. The first case, it can be seen over here, and it says, make the last letter mute when it carries a fatha or kasra or dhamma. What this means is that in the Holy Quran, when you find a pausing sign or a stopping sign and that you know that you have to pause or stop, then what you do is you look at the last letter of the word. And in this case over here, the example over here is the last letter is kaf. Okay? And in normal circumstances, if you weren't stopping, then you would read this as dhalika, dhalika. Now, if you were to stop, what would happen is the fatha will change into sukoon. The fatha will change into a sukoon. So the fatha that you see on this kaf over here will change into a sukoon like you can see over here. So instead of reading it as dhalika, you would read it as dhalik, dhalik. Okay, do you see the difference? Dhalika, dhalik. Same goes over here. Normally, you would read this as, without pausing, you would read this as yawmi, yawmi. What happens when there is a pause sign or you have to pause is that the kasra will change into a sukoon. So this kasra underneath the meme will change into a sukoon like this, as you can see over here. So instead of reading it as yawmi, you would read it as yawm, yawm. You would make the last letter, which is the meme in this case, mute. So you would stop the sound right there at the meme, okay? So you wouldn't pronounce the kasra. Yawmi, yawm, yawm, okay? The next example is over here. Now in normal circumstances, you would read this as na'budu, na'budu. Okay, what happens? In this case, if you would like to stop, the dhamma will change into a sukoon. So this dhamma over here will change into a sukoon like this. Okay, so instead of reading it as na'budu, you would read it as na'bud, na'bud. Okay, so this is all the examples of where you would stop. This is how you'd pronounce it, and this is if you weren't stopping. Okay, so you can see the transition between the last letter, what happens. Okay, now the second example, case number 2, is when you make the last letter mute when it carries a fatha, kasra or dhamma along with a shadda. Okay, so what this means is that if the last letter carries a fatha, kasra or dhamma and a shadda, then what you do is you will change the harkat, or you change a fatha, kasra or dhamma into a sukoon, but the shadda stays the same. Okay, so over here it says, in case of noon mushaddad or meen mushaddad, the ghunna sound will be applied for 2 seconds. What this means is that, for example, over here, the last letter is the noon. Okay, the noon has a shadda and it also has a dhamma on top of it. What happens is that the dhamma would change into a sukoon. However, tashdid will be manifested. Now the tashdid or the shadda is this 3, looks like a little W. What happens is that will be manifested. So this will still be pronounced. So in normal circumstances, if without stopping, you would read this as yazunnu, yazunnu. So this shadda means that you have to join the previous letter to the noon with force. Okay, this is what the shadda means. So you have to join it, but we have to join it with a bit of force. Okay, so as you can see, I'm joining it with force. Yazunnu. Okay, now what they're saying is this dhamma, when pausing, will change into a sukoon like this, but the shadda will remain. Okay, and you still have to pronounce it with a bit of force. Yazun, yazun. And over here, this is a noon mushaddad. Noon mushaddad means a noon with a shadda on top of it. Okay, so it says, in case of noon mushaddad, the ghunna sound will be applied for 2 seconds. So what this means, in normal circumstances, you should pronounce this noon ghunna sound for 2 seconds. Yazunnu, yazunnu. So I'm holding the noon sound in my nose for around 2 seconds. Now when you're pausing, this rule stays the same. So you have to pronounce this, keeping the noon sound in your nose for around 2 seconds. Yazun, yazun. Okay. Now, moving on to case number 3, you make the last letter mute when it carries a vertical kasra or inverse dhamma. Now you've learned this, you know what a vertical kasra is and you know what an inverse dhamma is. So let's have a look at these examples. Now in normal circumstances, without pausing, you would read this whole word as Rasulihi, Rasulihi. Now this last letter over here is a ha, and it has a vertical kasra underneath it. Okay, now when you want to stop, this vertical kasra will change into a sukoon, like it has been changing previously as well. Okay, so instead of reading it as Rasulihi, you would read it as Rasulih, Rasulih. So that ha sound will still be there, but you wouldn't read this he. This he will has no, this, the vertical kasra does not remain, so you would not pronounce that. Okay, so Rasulih, Rasulih. Okay, now moving on to the final example. This over here, you have a inverted dhamma on top of the ha. So normally you would read this as Yarahu, Yarahu. So you're pronouncing this hu for 2 seconds because it has an inverted dhamma. But when you would like to stop, this inverted dhamma will change into a sukoon. Now you would read this as Yarah, Yarah, Yarah. Okay, so you just have a hint of the ha at the end of both of these, okay? But you're not reading the full he or who, you're not reading that, okay? Now those are the 3 cases that you will learn today, okay? Now there's 2 more examples that I would like to show you. And I would perhaps like a student to come and read for me. And read these 2 examples for me, please. In charge of discipline, can you please choose a student?
Yeah, it's N43.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, N43.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, N43. Have you been listening to the class?
Yes,
And do you understand?
yes.
Okay, excellent. Now come a bit closer to the mic because your voice is fading away a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now can you try and read this word for me without the applying the pausing rule, okay? So pretend that this is not here for the moment, for example purposes, and then inshallah we'll do that later, okay? So just read this as you would normally read it.
Do the
Yes?
Thursday.
Yes.
The Thursday.
Excellent, well done. So you normally, without pausing, you would read this as tahtazu, tahtazu.
The Thursday.
Excellent. So you have to join this ta with the za with force because of the shadda, and then the za has a dhamma on top of it. So tazu.
Thursday.
Excellent. Now, if you were to apply the rule of waqf over here, how would you read this?
The
Say that one more time.
does
Excellent. Well done. Shabash. So this dhamma over here will turn into a sukoon. Okay. So when that happens, you have to mute the letter. So you would hold your nose your noise on the zal. Okay. Tahtaz.
does
Okay. Make sure you're joining these with force because you still have the shadda over there. The shadda still remains. Tahtaz.
does
Excellent. Well done. Can you do this one for me as well, please? So this one without pausing.
ya sha one
Excellent. Ooh. Okay. This is not un because this is not a double dhamma. This is a single dhamma. So yasha. Ooh.
ya sha
Excellent. Try and hold this sound and this sha sound for around 3 to 5 seconds, okay? Because this is a madda, okay? So around 3 seconds at least, okay? Yasha'u.
ya sha
Excellent, well done. And now can you read it with the pausing sign over here, okay? So read it applying the pausing rule.
ya sha
Okay, excellent. That was really good. But you need to prolong this sha sound for 3 seconds, for at least 3 seconds still, okay?
ya sha
Excellent. Well done. That was really good. So what happens is this hamza has a dhamma on top of it. What does the dhamma change into?
sukoon
Excellent. Well done. So you would read this as yasha. So that
ya sha
excellent. Well done. So you shouldn't stop the sound right there. You still have to have a hint of the hamza at the end. Okay? So you need to have the hint of the hamza sound right at the end, but you wouldn't pronounce it as oo. You should just stop the sound over here. Okay? Excellent. Well done. Okay, Jazakumullah for your help.
jazakallah
Jazakumullah. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to reading the Holy Quran. Okay, so today we're going to be focusing on Surah Al-Baqarah, so part 2 of the Holy Quran, and we're going to be looking at Ruku 1. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to pay close attention to the pausing that takes place in the whole Ruku, and I'm going to play the recording for you now, and then inshallah I will ask some students to read for me and we'll go through it step by step. Okay, so I'm going to play the recording now. Make sure you listen carefully so that you don't miss anything.
ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه
الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون
والذين يؤمنون بما أنزل إليك وما أنزل من قبلك وبالآخرة هم يؤمنون
والذين يؤمنون بما أنزل إليك وما أنزل من قبلك وبالآخرة هم يوقنون
أولئك على هدى من ربهم وأولئك هم المفلحون
أولئك على هدى من ربهم وأولئك هم المفلحون
إن الذين كفروا سواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون
إن الذين كفروا سواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون
ختم الله على قلوبهم وعلى سمعهم
ختم الله على قلوبهم وعلى سمعهم
وعلى أبصارهم غشاوة ولهم عذاب عظيم
وعلى أبصارهم غشاوة ولهم عذاب عظيم
Okay. Okay, so that was a recording of Ruku 1 of part 2. And now I would ask one student to come and read for me.
Yeah, it's N32.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, N32. N32, are you there? Assalamu alaikum.
Okay,
Maybe she's not.
I'll give mic to A13.
A13, okay.
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum, A13. A13, are you there? Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, I will give mic to A08.
Assalamu wa alaikum salam, A08. Okay, A08, did you listen to the recording?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Now, can I please ask you to read A'udhu Billah and then start reading from here, okay?
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Excellent. Okay, A08, I'm just going to stop you there and I'm going to correct you as we go along so we don't forget, okay? So this one was excellent. You read this excellently. Alif Lam Mim. That was excellent, okay? This both have this madda on it and you have to join the lam to the meme and you did that excellently. Well done, okay? Now this was all good. What over here, for this last time as well when we did this ruku, these 3 dots followed by a word followed by 3 dots, this means that this is another pausing example, but this means that you have to either stop at either this first 3 dots or these 3 dots, okay? So what is normally done is that you stop at the second dots, okay? In this example, even the reciter in the audio clip stopped over here, okay? So he read this as La Rayba and then he stopped over here after the Ha, okay? So how would you read this? Can you start from over here and stop over here, okay?
ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه.
Okay, you read this as fihi, but because I want to stop here, how would I read this?
Oh, okay. You have fee.
Okay, good attempt. It's fi.
Oh, fee.
Excellent. Okay, what happens, as we saw in the PowerPoint as well, that this kasra underneath the ha changes into a sukoon. Okay, so this turns into a sukoon. So you would read this as normal, but instead of saying he at the end, you would just have that hint of the ha at the end. Okay, fi.
Fee.
Excellent. Well done. Now, can you read this again for me, keeping this in mind?
Okay. ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه.
Excellent. Well done. Now, can I ask you a question? If I were to stop over here, how would I read this bit over here?
Where shall I start from?
No, just start from this la over here. And if I were to stop over here, how would you stop?
لا رب.
Try that one more time.
Okay. لا ريب.
Excellent. Well done. A08. That's excellent. Okay. La raib. Okay. So you would say this as usual. This ba with a fatha on top of it would change into a ba with a sukoon. So you would say la raib. Yes, A08. Did you get that? A08, are you still there? Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, I think it's
Maybe.
not here. Shall I give mic to someone else?
Yes, if you can.
Yeah, it's A18.
Okay. Walaikum salam, A18. Did you catch what we were just looking at over here?
Yes.
Okay, so I just said that you would say this as la raib if you would stop over here, yes?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Now, okay, because you're a new student now, can you start from over here again and read up to here?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Okay, Jazakallah 18. I'm just going to stop you there and we'll go over this again, okay? So this was good. This meme could be stretched out for a bit longer, for around 3 to 5 seconds. You joined this well, but you just need to say this, the amount of time that you say the lam, you need to say this for the same time, the meme. Alif lam meme.
ألف لام ميم.
Okay, make sure you hold that meme sound in your nose for around 2-3 seconds after you join this. Alif lam meme.
ألف لام ميم.
Good, well done. Okay, now let's moving on to here. You stretched, I think, one of these letters out too much. Dhalikal kitabu.
ذلك الكتاب.
Okay, this alif over here between the kaf and the lam is silent. Okay, so don't worry about this alif over here. You need to straight away join the kaf to the lam. Dhalikal
ذلك
kitabu
الكتاب
la rayba fi.
لا ريب فيه.
Okay, over here you said fihi, but this is wrong. You have to stop at either one of these 3 dots. Okay, so what you do is usually you stop over here. So what you do is you make this ha, you mute this he sound, and you say fi.
Fi.
Okay, excellent. And then over here, this I think one of the previous students as well, they said hudan lil. You pronounce on its own, this dal with the tanween on top of it, dal with a double fatha on top of it would be pronounced as dan. But because it has been joined onto the lam, the noon sound, the tanween is dropped, and instead of two fathas, you are left with one fatha. So this would straight away join onto the lam. Hudal lil muttaqin.
Hudalil mustaqim.
Muttaqin.
Mustaqim.
Excellent. Now over here as well, this is a stopping sign. This means that you should stop over here, take a pause, take a rest. Now over here, previous to this, you have the last letter as noon. Now this noon has a fatha on top of it. And what did we say in the presentation? What does this fatha turn into when we want to stop? We said it turns into a sukoon, yes?
Yes.
Well done. Did you listen to the presentation?
Yes.
Okay, so this noon with a fatha turns into a noon with a sukoon when you want to stop. Okay, so instead of saying kina hudal lil muttaqina, you would say hudal lil muttaqin.
Hudalil muttaqina.
Okay, you would say hudal lil muttaqina if you don't want to stop. Okay, but because in the Holy Quran this symbol over here means to stop, that's why we have to apply the rule of pausing over here. Okay, so we have to turn fatha into a sukoon. So we would read this as hudal lil muttaqin.
Hudalil muttaqin.
Excellent, well done. Jazakumullah A18. Jazakumullah for your help. Keep revising. Can you have the next
So it's
student, please?
N44.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
I think N44 has already been listened to, perhaps. I think she did.
He has just done the dua. Okay.
That's fine. We can listen to her. N44. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. N44. Can you please start reading from over here? Okay, so read A'udhu Billah and start reading from here, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون.
Okay, N44. That was really good, mashallah. You did really well. Do you know this ruku off by heart? Do you know
Yes.
Yes, you do. I think that's why you were reading very quickly, because you knew exactly what to read. Okay, but just read with a bit more, bit slower, bit more carefully. Okay. Over here, you read this as yuqimu. This over here, qaf is followed by a ya. Okay, so you need to pronounce this for 2 seconds. وَيُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ
ويقيمون الصلاة
وَيُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ.
ويقيمون الصلاة.
Excellent, well done. Okay, so just be careful, be mindful that you have to pronounce this for 2 seconds. Okay, now let's carry on. Let's do this one over here.
والذين يؤمنون بما أنزل إليك وما أنزل من قبلك وبالآخرة هم Yuqinun.
Okay, well done. Jazakumullah. Let's see how you did over here. This is all really good. Over here, what you can do is in the recording even the reciter read it as qablika. Okay, but this jim over here, this is also means that you can also pause over here. Okay, so there's that option of you can either pause or you can keep on reading. If you want to pause over here, then can you help me and tell me how you would stop over here? So instead
Qabalik.
qablik, exactly, well done. This kaf over here, instead of the fatha, it changes into a sukoon. So it would you would read it as qablik.
Qabalik.
Excellent, well done. Okay, one more thing over here. Wabil akhirati. Okay, you read this as you read this ra for 2 seconds, which is wrong. Okay, this has a simple fatha on it, so you only read that for 1 second. Wabil akhirati.
Wabil akhirati.
Excellent, well done. And do you remember in 44 that last week we learnt about kalkala? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Well done. Okay. Now, do you remember what the 5 letters were that we had to look out for?
Dal.
Yes, dal was one of them. Yes.
Jim.
No, not Jim. Actually, sorry. Yes, Jim was one of them. Well done. Excellent. Jim was one of them. And 3 more. Do you remember?
I don't know.
Okay, let me tell you. Okay. So the 5 letters were qaf, ta, ba, jim, and dal. Okay. Now over here, you have much kalkala happening over here. So make sure that you remember. Okay. Even over here, min qablik. Okay. Qablik. So this ba over here, this would come under kalkala. Okay. So a slight jerk sound. Qablik.
Qabalik.
Excellent, well done. Okay, and even over here, this is a qaf over here, qaf with the sukoon. So razaqnahum.
Razaqnahum.
Excellent, well done. Okay, so this is obviously a bit more advanced, but make sure that when you're reading the Holy Quran, try and look out for those 5 letters, and if they have a sukoon on top of them, then read them with a slight jerk sound. Okay, so they have a bit more force on them. Qablik. Razaqnahum. Okay, well done. Okay, now let's move on. You can do one more for me. Okay, so let's start reading. And over here, just to confirm with other students as well, that over here and 44, very well done. You said yuqinun. So instead of saying yuqinuna, you said yuqinun, which was excellent. Okay, because this is a stopping sign, and this noon with a fatha turns into a noon. Okay. Okay. Now, can you please start reading from here for me?
Wala.
Okay. This is u. Then this is an
Ulaika. Ala. Hudan.
Try joining. These 2 words need to be joined. Okay.
Hudan min rabbihim.
Excellent. Well done.
Wa ulaika
Humul.
humul muflihun.
Excellent. Well done. Well done. That was really good. And 44. Again, over here, try to say this lam because it has a mud down top of it. Try to say it for around 3 to 5 seconds. Okay. Ulaika.
Ulaika.
Excellent. That was very good. Okay. Over here, you need to pronounce this lam. What does this lam have on top of it?
A vertical fatha.
And how long should a vertical fatha be pronounced for?
2 seconds.
Okay, so make sure you say that properly, okay? Ulaika. ala.
Ulaika ala.
Okay, made this for 2 seconds and this one for around 3 to 5 seconds. Okay, so around 4 seconds, let's say. Okay, ulaika ala.
Ulaika ala.
Okay, well done. Right now, these two lambs, they sound the same. Okay, you need to make that difference. You need to make that difference between the two. Okay, because obviously this one is to be said for longer. So whatever you do, make this one longer and this one shorter than this one. Okay, 2 seconds and this one around 4 seconds. Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. And again, everything was perfect. Over here, you got a bit stuck. You said this as hudan, but this is actually what happens, like it's happened before, that because you have to join this dal and this meme, because the meme has a shadda on top of it, and that means joining it.
Yeah.
You join this and this together. What happens is this double fatha, or this 2 fathas over here, changes into 1 fatha. Okay, so this changes into 1 fatha and you join it simply as hudammi, hudammi. Okay, and then you, very well done, you join this straight onto the ra and you made this silent, so this noon is not to be pronounced. So you said hudammir rabbihim.
Hudammir rabbihim.
Excellent, well done. And the rest was really, really good. But again, make sure that this lam with a madda on top of it is said for around 2 seconds. Okay. Okay. Wa ulaika.
Wa ulaika.
Excellent, well done. Now you're saying this beautifully now, but make sure that when you're in flow and you're reading the Holy Quran, that you say it for 40 seconds then as well. Okay. Because it's very easy to run out of breath. Make sure you take a long breath. This over here, this cough, also means that you can stop over here. So what happens over here, the him, because this meme already has a sukoon on it, on top of it, it doesn't change. Okay, so you would still read this as him if you want to stop. So you can take a pause over here, take a deep breath, and then start reading from here. Okay, is that understood?
Okay.
Well done, excellent. Jazakumullah for your help in 44.
Jazakumullah.
Yeah, it's 8:28.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, 828, are you there?
Aslam.
Okay, 828. Let's start reading from here, okay? So read A'udhu Billah and read this for me, please.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Innal ladzina kafaru sawa'un alayhim anzartahum am lam tunzirhum la yu'minun.
Excellent. Well done, 828. That was very near perfect. Well done. That was really, really good, mashallah. Your timing was excellent. You said this for around 4 seconds, which was really, really good. One thing that will help you get better and better is this over here, okay? This is a noon with a shadda. Make sure that you hold the noon sound in your nose for around 2 seconds. So instead of saying innal lazina, you say innal ladhina.
Innal ladzina.
Well done, excellent. Same over here. This hamza with a double dhamma on top of it, pronounced this normally you would say as un, but because this has this is as tanween, so you would hold that noon sound in your nose for 2 seconds. Sawa'un.
Sawa'un.
Excellent, well done. Okay, so make sure that when you're reading, this will help make your recitation very, very beautiful. Okay, so make sure you hold that noon gunna sound in your nose for around 2 seconds. Okay, now let's move on to this final verse, please.
Khatamallahu ala qulubihim wa ala sam'ihim وعلى أبصارهم غشاوة ولهم عذاب عظيم.
Excellent. Well done. That was really, really good, mashallah. You did that really, really well. Excellent. Everything up to here was really, really good. Over here, you said this perfectly. You said some him. Okay, even though you want to stop here, this still remains the same because the last letter, which is the meme, has a sukoon. So this doesn't change, and you would read it as normal. Some him. Excellent. Now over here again, you said over here when you want to say like the un over here, make sure you say tun. And again over here, how would you say this?
Bun.
Excellent. Okay, well done. Now over here, which is really, really good, is that you stopped over here and you made this silent. Okay, so because you want to stop here, this square over here means to stop. Okay, so you said azim, which was excellent. You said this meme, because it has a double dhamma on top of it, you would turn that into a sukoon, so it would become azim.
Azim.
Excellent. Well done. Really, really proud, mashallah. That was really, really good. Well done. Okay. Jazakumullah for your help.
Jazak. Actually, I have no time in this week.
You've had no time this week?
Yes.
Okay. So you've had a turn today?
Yep.
Okay. Inshallah, I'll write your ID down and inshallah you'll get another turn next week. Okay. Jazakumullah.
It's N32.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum and 32. And 32, are you there? Can you hear me? Is anyone there on behalf of N32?
Okay, I will give to A22.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, A22.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start from the top again because we read the whole ruku once. So I would like you to read your A'udhu Billah and then start from here.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Okay, well done. That was really good. What's your ID again?
A22.
A22. Okay, A22, you did really well, mashallah. Just a couple of things over here. Make sure that when you're joining the lam and the meme together, that you hold the meme gunna sound in your nose for around 2 seconds, okay? Alif lam meme.
Alif lam mim.
Okay, try and take a deep breath before you say this because obviously it is a long word, but try and say both of these letters for longer than you are right now, okay? It's a bit short right now. Try and say this for around 3-4 seconds each, okay?
Alif lam mim.
Well done. Excellent. Well done. Okay, that was much better. But keep practicing, okay? Over here, the la over here, you said that for around, you did not say that for 2 seconds, okay? This lam has a fatha which is followed by an alif. So you have to say this for 2 seconds.
Okay.
ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ.
ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه.
Excellent. And you did that really, really well. You stopped over here and you made the correct sound of fi, and you didn't say fihi, which was really, really good. Okay? So well done. That was really good.
Okay.
And over here, make sure that when you're joining these words together with a shadda, so these, for example, this lam has a shadda, this ta has a shadda, make sure you join them with force, okay? Udallil muttaqeen.
هدى للمتقين.
Excellent. Well done. Now let's move on.
الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون
ويقيمون الصلاة
الصلاة ومما رزق رزق رزقناهم ينفقون.
Okay, well done. That was a good try. Well done. Over here, you got a bit stuck. وَيُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ
ويقيمون الصلاة
وَيُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ
ويقيمون الصلاة
وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ. Okay, excellent. Okay, make sure that you practice what you've just read and the whole ruku, and make sure you work on your timing. Okay, so prolong the words that need to be prolong the letters that need to be prolonged. Okay. Over here, you did really well. You said yunfiqun. You didn't pronounce the na, which was really, really good because there's a stop sign over here. Okay, very well done. A22. Jazakumullah for your help.
Jazakallah.
Yeah, it's N57.
Assalamu alaikum. N57. Assalamu alaikum. N57, are you there?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. N57. Can you please read for me from over here? I think we've already read from here. Okay, so let's start from here.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahim. Ulaika
Yes.
ala
Excellent.
hudam mir rabbihim
Perfect. Well done.
wa ulaika humul lihun.
Excellent. Okay. This over here, this is muflihun. This is a meme and not a ha. Okay. And also over here, make sure that you say this lam with the mud down on top of it for around 4 seconds. Wa ulaika humul muflihun.
Wa ulaika humul muflihun.
Okay, a bit longer over here, okay? And 57, just a bit longer over here. Try this again, but make this longer.
Wa ulaika humul muflihun.
Excellent, well done, much, much better, well done. Start from here now.
Innalladhina
Yeah,
kafaru
yeah,
sawa
yeah,
un
yes,
alayhim
yeah,
an tahum
excellent,
am lam تن
تن
تنذرهم لا يؤمنون.
Excellent. Well done. That was really, really good, mashallah. Over here, just a couple of things I'll highlight as I went along so that I don't forget. Over here, again, as I said to the previous student as well, that you should hold the noon gunna sound in your nose for around 2 seconds when you say this, okay? Innalladhina.
Innalladhina.
Well done. This was good. Over here, this is you said this not for 3 or 4 seconds, okay? So you say this for around 3 or 4 seconds. Sawa.
Sawa.
Okay, take a deep breath when you're about to say these sentences, these words with the madda, because obviously they take a lot of breath, but I know you can do it. Over here again, hold that nasal sound in your nose for around 2 seconds, okay? The rest was really, really good, mashallah. And you did the correct pausing over here. You turned this noon with a fatha into a noon with a sukoon, which was excellent, okay? Well done, jazakumullah. And
Jazakillah.
jazakumullah.
It's 8:21.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, 821.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, 821. Can you please do this last verse for me, please?
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ختم الله على قلوبهم وعلى سمعهم وعلى أبصارهم غشاوة ولهم عذاب عظيم.
Excellent, mashallah, 821. That was really, really good. Just one thing that I would like to draw your attention to is this over here, okay? This lam, this has a madda on top of it. So make sure that you say that for long enough, which is for around 4 seconds, okay? So try this one again, but say this for around 4 seconds, okay?
وعلى.
Excellent. Well done. Okay. The rest was really, really good, mashallah. You did the gunna sound in your nose, which was very good. So over here, watun, bun. Okay. You did that really, really well, mashallah. And the rest was really, really good as well. Okay. I'm just going to ask you to read one more verse for me. And then, okay. So let's start from here.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أولئك على هدى من ربهم وأولئك هم المفلحون.
Well done. That was really, really good. Again, the same mistake that you're making is that you're not pronouncing this madda letters for long enough, okay? So this should be said for around 4 or 5 seconds even. And then over here, this one again, you have to pronounce this for longer, okay? I know it's difficult when you're reading it in a flow, but make sure that you look out for those. Take a deep breath. For example, over here, you can take a breath and then you can say this for long enough, okay? So make sure that you look into this and don't make the same mistake again and again, okay? But you're doing really, really well, mashallah. You did excellently, okay? Jazakumullah for your help.
Jazakallah.
Okay, mashallah. Mashallah, all the students have done really, really well. You're all reading very nicely, very beautifully, and you're improving day by day, which is excellent. That's exactly what we want. But it's very important that you keep revising and keep practicing, because otherwise it's very easy to forget, okay? So this ruku, you've done this previously as well, and you've done it again today. So make sure that you open the Holy Quran and you sit with your parents or your siblings or anyone who knows the Holy Quran well, and you practice this, okay? So it's very exciting that now you can open the Holy Quran and you're able to read through the Holy Quran at different verses and different rukus. So open the Holy Quran, have your dubat down, have your wuzu done, and try reading in fluency, okay? So try reading even the first Surah Fatiha, or even try reading what we've learned today as well. But it's very, very important that you revise, and I urge all the parents as well and everybody listening, apart from the students, to encourage the students to revise at home every day. That's the end of the class. We're going to end with the short prayer. So can I please ask a student to help me read the final prayer?
It's N35.
Okay. And 35, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, and 35, can you please, are you okay to read this by yourself, or would you like me to read it with you?
I'm okay to read it by myself.
Okay, then read A'udhu Billah and read this please for me.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم ارحمني بالقرآن العظيم.
Okay, over here, this over here needs to be pronounced for 2 seconds because it has a vertical fatha on top of it, okay? So Allahumma hamni
hamni
bil Qur'anil Azim.
بالقرآن العظيم.
Well done. You read that excellently, okay? Well done. Can you please read the translation for me?
May Allah have mercy on me for the great Quran.
Perfect. Well done. Jazakumullah everyone for attending today's class. As I said, keep revising and inshallah you will see the improvement. Jazakumullah for joining us in today's class. See you tomorrow inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.